Hello, everybody. So these clowns outside doing construction are going to be banging on things for at least another hour, unfortunately. It's fine. It's fine. You probably won't hear anything. So, yeah. Open the window and have them participate. Yes. I'll tell them to update the journals. So, we left off hereabouts, having explored a creepy tomb. Clowns doing construction sounds like a fantastic skit. Right, we explored a creepy tomb, learned a bunch of stuff. Show me one damn dragon and one damn dungeon. Okay, so this right here is a dungeon. Get wrecked. Yeah, it is. Sure it is. What do you mean this isn't a dungeon? And that dead thing right there, that's a dragon. There you go. QED. QED. Get wrecked. Where's accident out? Can I identify this thing yet? No, I can't. Maybe I have one of those. There we go, little blue drops. Blue drops make identifying things easier, just like in real life. Another cloud kill pipe and tears of something or other. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so the main reason we came down here, actually we came down here for two reasons. Reason number one was this thing, the decanter of endless water. Reason number two, this weird looking bronze sphere that Farod wants. Although its basic appearance is normal enough, the sphere somehow manages to offend the rest of your senses. The texture of the sphere, just the feel of it, gives you the impression it's an egg that's about to burst open. Just touching it makes your skin crawl. To make matters worse, the faint smell of rotten custard emanates from it, and it makes your eyes water. Ugh. The fuck is this thing? Listen, I can't promise anything. May or may not be a dragon. Alright, so, there's some more stuff we could do down here in the catacombs. We could go talk to the rat hive mind. You guys wanna go talk to the rat hive mind? Shut up. We could actually talk to some corpses now that we can talk to corpses. Listen, catacombs are a form of dungeon, okay? I learned this from Diablo.
Damn.
Oh. Hey, it's Chad! Hey, I'm Chad. Need your help. Yeah, so this is us using Speak with Dead. What's wrong? See this? Neck? Damn, Vargul bit me. I'm dead and need to hold my head on if I don't want to be one of those damnable things. You gotta kill the Varguls down this passage. All of them. What'll you give me? I'll give you directions to a powerful magic item. Alright, alright. I think he was actually supposed to give us directions to the decanter, but I kind of found it myself. So fuck that guy. Whatever. His name is Chad, so I'll help him out. Oh god! Dead body. Hello, dead body. The corpse baggables its liquefied tongue. Alright, oh god, there's a lot of them. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. What was that about them being able to cast spells when they're in large groups? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Well, I can cast spells too. Cast bees. It's the most powerful spell. And jump straight. Listen, okay, it wasn't my best plan. What the hell are these Varghouls? There they are. Okay, more use taunt.
Your sheer ugliness stabs pain into my eye.
Okay, is that all the Varghouls? No, it is not. Do you guys know what Varghouls are? They're these weird, like, zombified head things that their ears grow into wings, and if a Varghoul bites you and kills you, your head grows wings and flies away as a Varghoul. Is that horrifying? Oh, this is interesting. So you can hear something moving down below. The stench of rotting meat rises. Ow. Oh god. There's traps. So many traps. And nothing. Some of the malfunctioning machinery powers the device above. Oh, look, it's a pool of gore. Lovely. Sickening pool of dried and drying blood and gore. It looks like there may be something of interest on one of the body parts. Oh, something of interest, you say? This body has been horribly mangled. It looks like it's been burned, stabbed, sliced, bludgeoned, and forced through a grate. Ah. Hi, Burke. What are you wanting? Who are you? Loaded me and Bert. Though you were nothing but a bossy fuck. What happened to you? Made a wrong turn when we was running away. We dumped Grist, bolted in here before I realized my mistake, got diced up and sliced 20 ways to peek. Alright. Okay, well, he just wandered in here and died, I guess. What's this body over here? Huh. Severed arm. The severed arm is as hard as a wooden club. It looks like it was severed cleanly at the shoulder, most likely by a scythe blade. Even though it is many decades old, it is more petrified than rotted. It has an unhealthy gray pallor and is covered with scars. Intricate tattoos decorate its surface, spiraling up from the wrist all the way to the remains of the shoulder. You can't explain why, but you feel like you should take this arm to a tattoo artist and have it examined. Some of the tattoos on it are fascinating. Now, sickly gray pallor, petrified. Sound familiar? That sound like anybody we know? Severed arm. Yours. Upon closer inspection, you know for a fact this arm is yours. How long it has been lying around waiting for you is anyone's guess. The tattoos might tell something of what happened to your previous incarnation when this arm was still attached to him. Yeah, just found my own severed arm. You know what else? It's a functional club. It's a +1 club. Yeah. Yeah. Go on, Whacker, say it. Use your words, Whacker. What are you thinking? No, not 3 arms. Not 3 arms. No. The nameless one regenerates. He lost his arm and he grew it back. Yeah, he lost his arm and he grew it back. Yes, I am now well armed. Give yourself a hand. Nice. That's the wrong one. Yeah, you could make an arm factory, yeah. An arms factory. You could become an arms dealer. Okay, give me reward. The reason the drowned nations are called that. There's a magic bottle that never stops its flow. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Already got it. Okay, fine, I accept this. Alright. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Where is that damn face? I think it's here. Listen, that is far from the weirdest thing that's going to happen in this game. Alright, face, I found the flask. Pour some of its water across my lips and I will tell you what I promised. The clear water from the flask trickles across the stone lips, diluting the filthy flow that spews from the holes. As you watch, the ditch's water slowly dissipates entirely, the dirty taint is replaced by clear, fresh water. Do you wish your answer now or later? Give it now. Seek out the woman called Nemel. She resides in the clerk's ward in Upper Sigil. I know not where exactly. Best of luck in your quest, immortal. Alright.
Updated my journal.
The stone face is silent. Is he gone? Yeah. He's gone. You know, boss, I was really getting sick of his constant pauses. Anyway, it's a good thing he's shut up now. Yeah, very funny.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
How many spare parts are we gonna find? Maybe 1 or 2 more? Sound's coming through okay, right? I remember we screwed that up one time. Well, don't you remember, Whacker? We already found, like, the Nameless One's old eye. So, should we go back to Farod and give him the weird egg, or should we go and bother the rat hive mind some more? What are we thinking, chat? There's a way to actually talk to the rat hive mind. Enzorgulate. Alright, well, path to Enzorgulation leads back to Farod. Not like we're doing a 100% completion run. Got what Farod's wanting, Burke? Yup. Show it to me, Burke, and I'll raise the gate. Okay. Alright, come back in. Corpse. And you brought what I asked? I have... Yes, I have. Farod's eyes gleam as you hand him the bronze sphere. He touches it gingerly, almost reverently. You. Corpse, such a gamble you were. It paid off handsomely, you have. The years have been cruel to me, I see. Farad doesn't even look at you as you speak. His attention is swallowed by the sphere he holds. Yes, ask your questions. Very important, your questions. What do you know about me? Why was I told to seek you out? Farad studies you with a critical eye. Stay your weapons for what I'm about to say, Corpse, for it could be your ears will take offense. My ears no longer care, but yours are still fresh for the burning, it seems. Listen, Farad, I'm losing patience. The truth. The truth was stretched a bit from my mind to my tongue when we first spoke, Corpse. In all terrible honesty, I know little about you. Yet, hear me out. This had better be worth hearing. You're a cutter who plays at being dead, as I see. Some time ago you came to me like you are now, but not. Just strolled right into Illwind Court and said you wanted an audience with me. An audience? Aye, an audience. Like I was royalty. He seems amused, but there's an edge in his voice. You knew the right things to say, you did. Oh, yes. You spoke the chant like a governor, born and true, and I listened. What did I want from you? Oh, Farad, great collector king, you says, I've come before you to request a boon. A boon, I says. What could I offer a man of such obvious strength? Farad wags his crooked finger. And you asked for a strange thing. You says, Lord Farad, I ask for a courtesy. Your collectors roam throughout the hive. If they should find my body, I want it kept safe. That is all I ask. A simple boon. Before you can speak, you suddenly feel a prickling in your skull as Farad speaks the word boon, and the smell of blood and fear rushes through your nostrils. Farad is hiding something that happened in the past involving you, and it scares him. The boon he granted was no simple matter. Let's poke this a little bit. So, you granted my boon just like that. There's nothing to be gained from it for you. Why did you even agree to it? Farad falls silent for a moment. A dead man can keep no promises, and promises to a dead man are easy enough to make, Corpse. You're a merchant, Farad, not a Samaritan. There must have been another reason. Aye. Farad's face suddenly peels back in fury, his skin flushing red. After you'd strung up a score of my blood on the hive walls to die, I had enough reason to promise you the plains themselves. Then your butcher himself comes to my home, my kip, to demand a boon of me. Aye, I agreed. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Well, what else? I mean, I don't know that I am that sorry. Farad seems like kind of an ass, and his collectors are kind of jerks. Like, some of them kind of attacked us. So, I don't know that I'm that sorry. What else? You knew things about me, things only I knew. You knew I was greedy for something beneath Sigil, and you put a name and picture to it. The bronze sphere, you said. I didn't think you'd fetch it for me. Yeah, you did. Did you? Aye. The plains turn in strange ways. All I know? Nay, but that's all I know about you, Corpse. Fine. Next question. What'd you take off my body after I died? I? Why, I took nothing, Corpse. And I wasn't the one that found your body. Who did? Farad's smile widens. My daughter, the rose of my eye, the sweetest of my family, and the sharpest wit of them all. Such a cruel tongue on her. Your daughter? Who? Who do you guys think his daughter is?
Updated my journal.
My darling girl Anna. She found you, dead as a deader can be, in a place where most collectors wouldn't go for a mountain of coppers. Could be she plucked something off you, could be not. You'll have to ask her, for it's not for her dad's place to say. Alright. Don't lie to me, Farad. You're a merchant. You always take a cut from your workers. What did Anna give you from my body? Ah, yes, my tribute. There's no telling what was from you or not, Corpse. Most like there was nothing. Farad, my patience is at an end. There will be nothing left of you or this village if you don't hand over the tribute. We could bluff. Or we could go a different route and say, if you don't hand over what was stolen, I will see to it the dustmen know where to find you. What do you think? Should we demand we get our stuff back? Threaten, lie, or dustman. 1, of course. 1 vote for 1. Oh, Spaz wants to go with 3. 3? Yeah, okay, yeah. Honestly, yeah, 3 seems like a pretty, damn you all. Farad, my patience is at an end. If you don't hand over what was stolen from me, I'll see to it the dustmen know where to find you. Farad is silent for a moment. He taps his fingers against his crutch, slowly. Well? There's the decency of man gone. A courtesy I'm doing for you, corpse. Such a courtesy. Farad, parting with anything. It'll be the dead book for me, if anyone heard. Wait here, move not a yard. I shall return.
Updated my journal.
Where's he going? After a long while, Farad returns, his crutch clacking against the flagstones. In his hands he holds a number of items which he passes to you. You will be silent on this and accept the blessing that I even remembered. 200 coppers, a scrap of paper, bandages, and a ring. Very well. Who was it who found me? And where is your daughter? Where is Anna? She's hiding in the shadows here, I expect. Listen to us trade the chant. I called for her after you went below. I had to ask her if you were really in the dead book when she found you or not. Anna, stop mithering in those shadows and come greet our guest.
I feel stronger.
Yeah, remember her? The tiefling girl? The one that tried to get us killed at the start of the game?
Oh, what now?
There she is. You're Anna? Met you in the hive outside the mortuary, correct? The girl ignores you. What's this about then? I'm not playing the leash pull with this scarred dog, so I'm not. Get one of your other gullies to do it. Anna, rose of my eye, have I not taught you to respect the dead? This resourceful corpse needs to know where you found him. Eh, what are you on about? He's not a deader. Ah, yes, my mistake. Yet, my darling Anna, that makes it your mistake, for this one only had 1 foot in the dead book when you brought him to me. He woke up, sought me out. Most embarrassing. So? He shouldn't be playing deader in the hive while I'm about, or he'll wake up in Dusty's arms, he will. Alright, enough of this. Where did you find my body? Show me where you found the body, Anna. Take him to the haunted alley. Alright.
Updated my journal.
New party member. She's a rogue. Through there. More wisdom. I think 21's the magic number for wisdom. I'll have to check that. Simple silver ring. +3 save versus poison. Nice. What's that cubed warrior? What's stupid? What? Oh, man. Mort's not a stupid skull. Mort's great. Well, he's okay. He'll do. Let's move some of my stuff around. Alright, don't actually have any gear for her. We can get her some. Alright, let's try the door. What you first took to be a door in the archway is actually a painting. The artist has made use of the shadows of the overhanging arch and some subtle texturing effects to give the door the illusion of substance. Other than the skill of the artist, there is nothing remarkable about the painting. Are you sure this is the door, Anna? Aye. It's been smeared with balmy paints from the starved dogs, it has. It's a real door until you look at it, and then it turns into a painting. Alright, so just don't look at it, and then open it. Alright, you just... Oh. Let me get some more weapons and rest up a bit, and then we'll go. Yeah, let's go rest up and get equipped.
Just see one of these, then.
Where the hell is that? The little inn. Need to rest. There he is. There's Arlo. 5 coppers for a rest. Fully healed. Let's go find one of the hive merchants and see if we can afford some new weapons. There was one that sold weapons, wasn't there? I think there was. Here we go. So I don't need that. Only 30 minutes and 4 journal updates. I know, we're a little behind on schedule, but we'll get there. Did you kill the pit lone wolf? Dude, I can't. There's no fucking way I could kill a pit fiend now. Also, I have no idea what you're talking about. Surely you have no idea what you're referring to. Surely. I thought this guy sold. I guess not. Oh well. Oh right, the tattoo artist.
Try these spices, sir. Oh, you can just taste them all over here.
A cocoa demon? What the hell is a cocoa demon?
Are you daft? We'll draw the lady's gaze if we stay here, we will.
Yeah, what's wrong? Oh, what's the problem? It's fell. Let's be away, aye. No good will come be. Oh, no good will come and be in here. It won't. He's a Dabus who's not a Dabus, aye. He walks on the ground. No more questions. Let's give this place the laugh. Look, no harm will come while I'm here. Fella's a Dabus who angered her. Instead, he's a Dabus who isn't a Dabus, and the time's close when the lady's gaze will fall on him. You mean the Lady of Pain? Aye, and heed your tongue. She makes a semicircle in front of the air. The Dabus work for the lady and she protects them, except Fel. Let's be away. Oh, jeez. Look, okay, look. No harm will come to you while I'm here. I promise. Yeah, don't piss off the lady. Do not. Do not piss off the lady. Do you do the tattoos on this dismembered arm I found? The arm is yours. The tattoos are mine. One tattoo speaks of a time when your path was shared by 4 others. Tell me.
Updated my journal.
One unloved who loves one who does not love. One who does not see what others see and sees what others do not. One who is familiar and bound with duty. One who is a slave at his chains or words. What is that symbol? It is torment. It is that which draws all tormented souls to you. Oh yeah, the symbol of torment. On the left arm. Okay, so now we can get the tattoos that are on that arm, I think. Oh, tattoo of Anna. I thought there was a way. How do you get the... There's a way to get the tattoos off, and then you can, like... Yeah, the 4 others, yep. Symbol of torment. Oh, here we go. Once forgotten, now remembered. You may wear them again if you wish. Yeah. Show me the other tattoos. Alright, now they're on there. Tattoo of the Lost Incarnation. Apparently the tattoo tells the experience of one of your past incarnations. A time when you were lost and abandoned on the streets of the Hive, barely able to make a living, robbing and stealing from others. The crimes the Lost Incarnation committed eventually drove him to seek shelter in the Weeping Stones, where he survived for almost a year. Yoink. Same. Tattoo tells of their experiences in past incarnations. Seeking shelter in the catacombs to living as a shadow mite, hiding from detection by the Sigil authorities. Tattoo of the Weeping Stones. Tells of your traveling into the tombs, living in darkness, and coming to learn the nature of why the stones beneath Sigil weep. Oh. Spooky. I think I can use that one. And same. Tells of a time when you lived as a thief on Sigil streets before being driven into the catacombs because of your thieving nature. Alright, tattoos. Get some XP by using them, and then still get the benefit. Let's see. This actually looks pretty... well... let's do this one. Increase regeneration rate. Tattoo of unemployable applies to face. Alright, let's try this door. Now we are prepared. Close your eyes, open the door. Hey, it works! Oh dear. Oh dear. Tiefling painter. Hello. Oh, good. She's crazy. Let's leave her alone. Okay. Oh, so sorry. Wrong room. Just let those guys fight each other. Alright. I just remembered. There was a note. Pharaoh gave us a note that we had when we died. Beware shadows. Beware places where the night lives. They wait. There is no natural darkness, only shadows. Are you crazy? He's missing both his eyes. Hello. Darkness who be in voice. Friend words I'll speak of you and call chaos. Speak the words of chaos, he'll call me a friend. Is this jumbled up scramble speak necessary? Chaos of you or not. Pot, snot. Okay, bye. Crazy. Let's just leave him be to be nuts. Hello, person. Wouldn't go in there if I were you. Why? A whole mess of them howling lunatics, that's what. Looks like they have some sort of gathering. Won't be able to get through the alley till they clear out. Howling lunatics. Is there an echo in here? Yes, howling lunatics. They belong to the Star of Dog Barking Gang, a band of balmy Zyosect thugs that plague this part of the hive. How many are in there? Echo, 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 echo. Counted about a dozen of them. It's hardly a challenge. Look, you play hero if you want. Okay, look, fine. There's another door that leads in there. Hey, what's up? 1 bit, thank you. There's another door that leads in. From what I was able to see, there are stacks of wooden crates along the same wall as the other door. It may be possible to sneak from that door to the exit on the other side of the room. Have I played this before? Yes, I have, AK. I have played this before many times over the years. I am happy to share it. Because I haven't played it in a while, so thought it'd be fun to come back to it. Only one problem. What would that be? The door's locked. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Vasily, 1 bit only. We actually live long to find the key. The door is in a room to the southeast. Alright. So, should we go and look for the key and sneak past, or should we brute force it and just kill all the thugs with the power of magic? Let me set up a quick poll. I'll have to alt-tab over. Okay. Pull up. Be up for about a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my mug with some water. I'm gonna hydrate. Hail hydrate. Be right back. I'm back. Oh, thank you, Night Owl. Water break. Is it my imagination, or does cold water taste better? I have to run the tap for a bit to get the water nice and cold, because I guess it, warms up in the pipes. Yeah. Alright, murder it is. Let's Let's buff up and let's go. Cast some spells.
There cannot be two sides.
And I go to sneak mode. Oh, she can't go to sneak mode. She's not sneaky enough. Haha! Let's lay down some hurt. I cast bees! How about Axe of Torment?
Spell got disrupted.
Ah,
This is what I get for getting into a scrape.
Axe of Torment?
Fiendling?
Oh, Anna's dead. Rip. It's fine, I can revive her. How about... Okay, let's bring out the big guns. Let's give him the pipe. I cast Tom Bombadil. There, that was easy. Now let's loot the corpses. That guy just wanted to ask me some questions. Corpse looting is essential. Yeah, it's how we make our money. In Planescape, the corpse loots you. I love it. Love it. Alright, bunch of rings. Because, you know, that's currency here. There we go. Oh, and some cool earrings that give plus to open locks. Hey, more rings. Nice. Alright, and through we go. Extended arm warranty. Boo. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. Oh, you guys hear that? I'm like breathing. Massive iron gate is rusted shut. Hey, it's Davis. Hello, Davis. Greetings. What are you doing? Attend to my duties. Okay. Can you tell me about Fel? A white oval split by a black lightning bolt. Okay. What's in here? Nothing. Nothing. That's a Davos. That's a dead Davos. With a hammer. Wait a minute, there's gotta be a way I can... Yeah. Use stories bones tell on the corpse. seems hazy. A spectral version of the Davos enters the building. The windows and doors become like water, suddenly sealing over the entrance the Davos came through. He begins a slow circuit of the room, examining the walls and hammering on each one to test it. The Davos completes its circuit of the room, then pauses by the door it entered. It begins hammering, chipping away the stone, but with every blow the wall repairs itself. The vision fades to black and the hammering continues, slower and slower. The hammering ends, and you are once again standing beside the corpse of the Davos. Whoa. Weird. That's concrete, baby! A dark recess that ends in a rock face. That sounds cool. Oh, hello. What had appeared to be an ordinary, unremarkable bricked wall now throbs and pulsates with movement. The wall expands with curious elasticity, heaving outward as if some unseen force were trying to push its way through the barrier. The curves become more and more pronounced. You find yourself eye level with a stony caricature of a human face. What is that? A strong breeze begins to blow around you, and the air is filled with an eerie sighing. The clamor ceases to be a cacophony of individual noises and begins to blend into one articulate sound. You can make out a voice that speaks softly, yet seems to come from all around you. You? It cannot be you. Do you know me? You are restored again. I saw you destroyed. Destroyed where? I saw you destroyed here in front of me. I see all within me. You know what happened to me? Things that cast no shadow were shadow. They rose around you, tore you down. Do you not remember? There is a brief glimmer of recollection. Yes, you remember. Destroyed, as soon I shall be. I cannot delay division much longer. Pressure builds. Soon stones will crumble and the floating ones will prepare me to destruction. You're dying? Pressure is too much. Too many places folded inside. Not enough space. Must divide. It must be in the way. What are you talking about? I think it's pregnant. Oh. Freaky. So, where are we technically standing right now? Really don't want to know the answer to that, Mort. Help me to divide, branch out, expand. New apertures will open. You may use them to travel to the lower ward. The floating one is upon me, repairing. It prevents me from dividing. I undo its repairs, but it returns again and again. Must remove floating one. You want me to kill the Davos? Remove it. Okay, fine. I'll remove the Davos.
Updated my journal.
Let's go remove a Davos, preferably without killing it, because that will piss off the Lady of Pain, and I don't want to do that just yet. We can, though. We can piss off the Lady of Pain if you guys really want. It's the worst that could happen. Hey, you, Mr. Davos. Hey. Must tend to my duties. Yeah, listen, I just thought you should know I discovered the body of a Davis in the alley. Dead? Where? It's in the abandoned building. Looks as though it got trapped inside somehow. Off he goes. He's gonna go check it out. This door is locked. Oh, another one bites the dust. Don't speak ill of the lady, AK. Hey, I did the thing.
Updated my journal.
The floating one no longer repairs. It is now with the other. Okay. Still cannot divide. Too weak. Cannot undo floating one's repairs. Its changes must be reversed. I'm not a carpenter. Seek out the parts of me the floating one has changed. Reverse the changes. Alright. I'll need a hammer and a pry bar.
Updated my journal.
Tricks?
You know, I actually might have a pry bar. No, but I do have a hammer. I had a pry bar at one point. What the hell did I do with it? Let's improve Anna's stealth. I definitely had a pry bar at one point. What the hell did I do with it? Oh yeah, Circles of Magic. You guys want to make Dakon sad? We can learn a little bit.
What is your will?
Now that we can use magic, we can learn stuff from Dakon. Can you teach me about the art, Dakon? Know that the way of the people is not the same as the... Know that the way of the people is not the same as the art you have come to know. It is not the energy that gives strength. It is knowing the self that gives strength. The teachings of Zerthamon speak of such things. Alright, teach me the way of Zerthamon. Do you know what you have asked? To walk the path of Zerthamon, you must know the people. The knowing of such things by one not of the people is a difficult matter. There are those not of the people who have heard the way of Zerthamon, but they do not know the way. Alright, I want to know the people, and know the Zerthamon's teachings. I believe there is wisdom in such things.
Updated my journal.
Know that I have heard your words, and I shall test them. To learn, you must know the people. To know the people, you must know the unbroken circle of Zerthamon. Dakon holds up the stone disc in his possession, and his spider-like fingers hook into its sides. There is a click, and the plates slide into a new configuration. Know the first circle of Zerthamon is open to you. Study it, then I will hear your words. Alright, I will read the first circle of Zerthamon. Unlock the first plate. You mirror the motions that Dakon made, and the plates give way at your touch. Upon the rings are a series of symbols. The script is like no writing you have ever seen. It is a series of interlocking geometries. By looking at it, you know the symbols and know you can read them. Alright. Know that we are the first people. Once all was chaos. The first people were thought drawn from chaos. When the first people came to know themselves, they were chaos no longer and became flesh. With their thoughts and knowing of matter, the people shaped the first world and dwelled there with their knowing to sustain them. Yet the flesh was new to the people, and with it the people came not to know themselves. The flesh gave rise to new thoughts, greed and hates, pains and joys, jealousies and doubts. All of these fed on each other, and the minds of the people were divided. In their division, the people were punished. The emotions of the flesh were strong. The greed and hates, the pains and joys, the jealousies and doubts, all of these served as guiding stones to enemies. In becoming flesh, the first people became enslaved to those who knew flesh only as tools for their will. Know these beasts were the Illithids. The Illithids were a race that had come to not know themselves. They had learned how to make other races not know themselves. They were the tentacled ones. They lived in flesh and saw flesh as tools for their will. Their blood was as water, and they shaped minds with their thoughts. When the Illithids came to the people were a people no more. The people became slaves. The Illithids took the people from the first world and brought them to the false worlds. As the people labored upon the false world, the Illithids taught them the way of the flesh. Through them, the people came to know loss. They came to know suffering. They came to know death, both of the body and mind. They came to know what it is to be the herd of another and have their flesh consumed. They came to know the horror of being made to feel joy in such things. The unbroken circle is the knowing of how the people lost themselves and how they came to know themselves again.
What is your will?
Alright, Dakon. I have read the Unbroken Circle. Let's talk about it. What did you come to know? Strength lies in knowing oneself. I learned that when someone does not know themselves, they are lost. They become a tool for others.
Updated my journal.
You have come to know the first circle of Zerthamon. You not only see the words of Zerthamon, you have come to know them. There's a click, and the plates of the circle slide out. It is doing new configuration. The second circle is now open to you. Alright, let's read the second circle. I had a character with such fear of Illithids, he prepared for their brain sucking. He got a tattoo on each... Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ. Alright, let's unlock the second circle. Yeah, just wear a hard hat. There you go. Yeah, anti-Illithid headgear. Know that flesh cannot mark steel. Know that steel may mark flesh. In knowing this, Zerthamon became free. Know that the tentacled ones were of flesh. They relied on the flesh and used it as tools for their will. One of the places where flesh served their will was the Field of Husks on the false worlds of the Illithids. The fields were where the bodies of the people were cast after the Illithids had consumed their brains. When the brain had been devoured, the husks came to be fertilizer to grow the poison-stemmed grasses of the Illithids. Zerthamon worked the fields with no knowing of himself or what he had become. He was a tool of flesh, and the flesh was content. It was upon these fields that Zerthamon came to know the scripture of steel. During one of the turnings, as Zerthamon tilled the fields with his hands, he came across a husk whose brain remained within it. It had not been used as food, yet it was dead. The thought that one of the husks had died a death without serving as food for the Illithids was a thought that Zerthamon had difficulty understanding. From that thought came a desire to know what had happened to the husk. Embedded in the skull of the husk was a steel blade. It had pierced the bone. Zerthamon realized that was what had killed the husk. The steel had marked the flesh, but the flesh had not marked the steel. Zerthamon took the blade and studied its surface. In it he saw his reflection. It was in the reflection of the steel that Zerthamon first knew himself. Its edge was sharp, its will the wearer's. It was the blade that would come to be raised against Gith when Zerthamon made the pronouncement of two skies. Zerthamon kept the blade for many turnings, and many were the thoughts he had about it. He used it in the fields to aid his work. Using it, he thought about how it was not used. The Illithids were powerful. Zerthamon had believed there was nothing they did not know, yet the Illithids never carried tools of steel. They only used flesh as tools. Everything was done through flesh, for the tentacled ones were made of flesh, and they knew flesh, yet steel was superior to flesh. There you go, there's the riddle of steel. What is steel compared to the hand that wields it, right? When the blade had killed the husk, it was the flesh that had been weaker than the steel. It was then that Zerthamon came to know that flesh yielded to steel. In knowing that, he came to know that steel was stronger than the Illithids. Steel became the scripture of the people. Know that steel is the scripture by which the people came to know their freedom.
What is your will?
Alright, next chapter. I learned that not knowing something can be a tool just like flesh and steel if, upon encountering it, you attempt to know its nature and how it came to be. You twist one of the links so that one of the plates slides forth, but strangely enough the stone still appears intact. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon this teaching, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. Very well. I will study the circle, yet I would still know more of Zerthamon's teachings. Click, click, click. The next circle is open. So check this out. Inscribed upon the circular stone plate is the second circle of Zerthamon. Yeah, it's the whole thing. And, check this out. Allows user to copy Scripture of Steel into Spellbook. We learned a spell. Alright, let's do another one. Zerthamon labored many turnings for the Illithid Arlathi twice deceased, and his partnership in the cavernous heavens of the false worlds. His duties would have broken the backs of many others, but Zerthamon labored on, suffering torment and exhaustion. It came to pass that the Illithid Arlathi twice deceased ordered Zerthamon before him in his many-veined Galeria. He claimed that Zerthamon had committed slights of obstinance and cowardice against his partnership. The claim had no weight of truth, for Arlathi only wished to know if flames raged within Zerthamon's heart. He wished to know if Zerthamon's heart was that of a slave or of a rebel. Zerthamon surrendered to the Illithid punishment rather than reveal his newfound strength. He knew that were he to show the hatred in his heart, it would serve nothing, and it would harm others that felt as he. He chose to endure the punishment and was placed within the pillars of silence so he might suffer for a turning. Lashed upon the pillar, Zerthamon moved his mind to a place where pain could not reach, leaving his body behind. He lasted a turning, and when he was brought before Arlathi twice deceased, he gave gratitude for his punishment to the Illithid, as was custom. In doing so, he proved himself a slave in the Illithid eyes, while his heart remained free. By enduring and quenching the fires of his hatred, he allowed Arlathi twice deceased to think him weak. When the time of the rising came, Arlathi was the first of the Illithid to know death by Zerthamon's hand, and die a third death. Alright.
What is your will?
What did you come to know? Endure. In enduring, grow strong. The words you speak seem to strike Dakon strangely. As you speak them, his forehead creases, then resettles into its normal, passive expression. Alright, he gives us a plate. And he unlocks the next... You suddenly notice Dakon isn't looking at you. He's holding the unbroken circle in his hand, studying it. His blade has taken on the same texture as the unbroken circle, and Dakon suddenly seems older somehow. Dakon? Know that I did not believe you would come to know the teachings of the circle. It is a difficult path you will walk in learning the way of Zerthamon. Is your mind focused on the matter? Yeah. Tell me more, bro! Alright, he unlocks the next chapter. We learn a new spell. Submerge the Will. It's shield but better. Yeah, so this is AC 3 and +1 to all saves. This is AC 2 and +1 to all saves. He's sweating at your supreme pace of learning. Yup. Alright, let's read the next chapter. Click. Know that the rising of people against the Illithid was a thing built upon many 10 turnings of labor. Many of the people were gathered and taught in secret the ways of defeating their Illithid masters. They were taught to shield their minds and use them as weapons. They were taught the scripture of steel! And most importantly, they were given the knowing of freedom. Some of the people learned the nature of freedom and took it to their hearts. The knowing gave them strength. Others feared freedom and kept silent. but there were those that knew freedom and knew slavery, and it was their choice that the people remained chained. One of these was Vilkar. Vilkar saw no freedom in the Rising, but opportunity. He saw that the Illithid had spawned across many of the false worlds. Their worlds numbered so many that their vision was turned only outward, to all they did not already touch. Vilkar's eyes saw that much took place the Illithid did not see. To the Rising, the Illithid were blinded. Vilkar came before his master, the Illithid oh my fucking god. Illithid Zigitaris. The Illithid Zigitaris, with the knowing of the Rising. Vilkar added to his chains and offered to be their eyes against the Rising. In exchange, Vilkar asked that he be rewarded for his service. The Illithid agreed to the contract. Yes, I know there's a reading whacker, don't worry. I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna make it up to you, I promise. There's gonna be some insorganation later. I'll make it up to you. They made that word up. Yep, yeah, they did. They sure did. At the bonding of the contract, a dark time occurred. Many were the betrayals Vilkar committed, and many were the people that the Illithid fed upon the stem to the Rising. It seemed that the Rising would die before it would occur, and the Illithid were pleased with Vilkar's eye. It was near the end of this dark time when Zerthamon came to know Vilkar's treacheries. In knowing Vilkar's eye, Zerthamon forced the Rising to silence itself, so that Vilkar might think at last his treacheries had succeeded, and the Rising had fallen. He knew that Vilkar's eye was filled only with the reward he had been promised. He would see what he wished to see. Astute audience members may recall that in the Gith language, the phrase Vilkar's eye refers to a traitor. To see with Vilkar's eye is to see treachery. With greed beating in his heart, Vilkar came upon the Illithid Zigitaris and spoke to his master of his success. He said that the Rising had fallen and the Illithids were safe to turn their eyes outward once more. He praised their wisdom in using Vilkar's eye, and he asked them for his reward. In his greed blindness, Vilkar had forgotten the knowing of why the people had sought freedom. He had lost the knowing of what slavery meant. He had forgotten what his Illithid masters saw when they looked upon him. And so Vilkar's betrayal of the people was ended with another betrayal. Vilkar came to know that when Vilkar's eye had nothing left to see, Vilkar's eye was useless. The Illithid gave to Vilkar his reward, opening the cavity of his skull and devouring his brain. Vilkar's corpse was cast upon the field of husks so that its blood might water the poison-stemmed grasses. Rip. Are you a wizard? Yes, I am a wizard.
What is your will?
Alright. What did you know? What did you learn? When one chooses to see only what is before them, they see only a part of the whole. They are blind. And just as Vilkar was blinded by his promised reward, so were the Illithids blinded to the true Rising. For when they heard Vilkar's words, they turned their sight outward again, didn't they? And the Rising was free to strike. Know that you speak truly. Vilkar's eye blinded both Vilkar and the Illithids. The tentacled ones thought the Rising to be no more. When the Rising occurred, the ground drank deep of Illithid's blood. So was victory born from treachery. It is a curious lesson. Why would it be part of the teachings of Zerthamon? Dakon's blade bleeds into a dead night black. There is much about the way of Zerthamon and his path that is difficult to know. Do you know why Vilkar's eye is part of the way of Zerthamon? It is part of the telling of how our people came to know freedom. It lets us know that there are those even among the people who are not of the people, and that even in the greatest treachery, a greater knowing may be achieved. Interesting. Alright. We've unlocked the next circle, but we're not going to read it just yet. Vilkar's eye. Alright. We gotta find a pry bar. I don't know where to get one. But We can use the hammer to nail these boards back into place. The Davis was trying to tear down the structure, so hammer, hammer, hammer. Huh. Strangely, the building no longer appears quite as old as it did at first glance. How odd. Where the hell am I going to get a pry bar? Oh, Ignis? Yeah, I'm for sure getting Ignis. Ignis is my bro. He is a Zorg praiser of the highest regard. That dude praised Zorg so hard he got turned into a living conduit to the elemental plane of fire. You can't praise Zorg harder than him. But to get there, first we have to get... First we have to get to the lower wards. Oh, hello!
Die.
God, I hope this guy has the crowbar. Hope I didn't drop it somewhere by accident. Iron pry bar, there it is. I will trade you my tarnished silver bracelet. And a battle axe. And maybe some other stuff. You don't want to buy these rings? These are nice rings. Alright. That's all we needed. There's a cat on my desk. He's come to join us. Say hello. Come on. Nah, he doesn't want to talk. Be funny. Yeah, if by funny you mean fucking, I would hate it. Redeem pet. Yes, okay. I will pet. I have pet the cat. He is a good cat. He's being very good right now. He's normally not. All right. Where'd it go? Okay, AK. You know how you were saying it'd be funny if I forgot to press buy on the pry bar? I forgot to press buy on the pry bar. I forgot the shop interface isn't two-sided. The buy and sell sides are separate transactions, so it's not just one button that resolves the entire transaction like in Fallout. Oh Christ, oh my God. You son of a bitch. Oh my God. Alright, back we go. Do the walk of shame. Hey, don't forget to press the buy button. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip. I know, it's my overconfidence was my weakness. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna make sure it's actually in my there it is. Iron pry bar, okay. Iron pry bar. We're good, okay. Your faith in your friends is yours. Classic Wakefield. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. They do that every time I come in. Yeah, you know, no, the real Torment is the pry bars we didn't buy along the way. Alright. Use the pry bar to loosen the boards. He said the thing. He said the name of the game! Returned. All is in order. I am grateful. Now you must go. Division begins.
Updated my journal.
Oh, the entire wall seems to melt before your eyes. You can hear the sounds of crashing stones and snapping boards as you dash into the passageway.
Updated my journal.
Hey, check it out. We're in the lower ward. Yeah, it just gave birth to an alleyway. Stuff like this just happens in Sigil. Somebody took my skull. Why do I have Mordor's Ruby? I shouldn't have Mordor's Ruby. Why do I have Mordor's Ruby? Oh, okay, that's an interesting bug. So that ruby is off of the box that we got that I didn't want to do the side quest for. If you go through the side quest for the box, the demon inside it gets banished and you get the ruby off of it. But because the box was in Mort's inventory when Mort was removed from the party, I guess some kind of a script fired and assumed that I had finished the quest and gave me the ruby. Greetings. Part of a town, and you seem to be a knowledgeable individual. I had a skull that's been stolen from me. Missing a skull. Work for a bastard named Lothar. They call him the Master of Bones. Keep an eye out for a gutted building here in the ward. Okay. What's going on here? Is it an auction? You, sir, you look like I could use something. I'm not quite sure what, but give me time, give me time. I buy, I sell, I lease rooms. Alright, let's barter. What do you got? Hey, we can get rid of some of this crap. Stinger earring, ooh. Get some cheese. Who doesn't like cheese? Oh, is that a burned out building? It does appear to be. Oh, hi. Thanks to powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. Those were-rat vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. We gotta get out of here. This place is bad news. Why don't you just float down? I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down before... Have we visitor's skull? Oh no, do not offend this blood boss. He'll deadbook you faster than you can spit. Greetings, traveler. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble salon without invitation? My pardon, sir, but you seem to have something that belongs to me. Yes? What might that be? My friend Mort wound up on your shelf. You want the chattering skull with half the grace and manners of any ordinary creature? Give me a greater skull in return if you wish it back. I do not need to bargain for something that is already mine. Okay, where can I find a greater skull? Move aside the divan at the center of the room, pass through the portal. In the catacombs, many skull, one of great value lies with the interred crypts of the Dustmen. Bring me that skull, as my were-rad minions have failed to do, and I will see to it your friend is returned to you. Oh, I've been to the tomb. He's talking about the tomb of the Nameless One. Remember that? The tomb with all the traps and the inscriptions? Yeah, I've been there. It's empty.
Updated my journal.
What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics that it was a challenge even for me. There must be some explanation for this, and you will provide it to me. Go through the portal in the chambers below and seek the answer. Okay, what should we tell? What should we tell him? A trap to discourage grave robbers? I have no answer, or it was my tomb. Because it was. It was my tomb. But it was also a trap. It was a trap, just as a reminder. It was a trap that was built by one of the Nameless One's incarnations to try and draw out whoever it was that kept killing him. Obviously, it didn't work. It was my tomb, I'll be honest. Your tomb? We shall investigate this more thoroughly. Fetch me another skull then, as you see him attached to yours, and we shall see what answers I can provide. Alright.
Updated
I
my
feel
journal.
stronger.
We need another skull. And more wisdom. More stealth. Oh no, can't go more stealth. Intelligence increased permanently. Let's axe around, yeah. Something I want to do first. We're going to visit the markets. Hello. What do you have for sale? He has various kinds of charms and some mage gear. Ooh, spider bracelet. 25% resistance to all normal attacks. Okay, that's cool. That is very cool. Wouldn't it be funny if you left an upper decker in the replacement skull? Jesus. Let's buy the spider bracelet for Anna. Give her a massive resistance to being attacked. Arms for sale. I have an arm to sell you. I would like to buy some weapons. Here, I'll sell you an arm. He doesn't want to buy my arm. But he said he had arms for sale. Her. Ooh, punch daggers. She uses punch daggers. I could get a better knife. He may be an arms dealer, but he isn't that handy. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Karina, isn't that her? Is that who we're looking for? Hello? Oh, never mind. Who is it we're looking for? Is it Laszlo? No, not him. Hello. Sell me some spells. Cone of Cold, that's a good one. Can't cast it yet, though. Ball Lightning, that's okay. Chat is the true torment. What did he mean by this? Force Missiles is pretty good. Shroud of Shadows. Force Missiles and not Elysium's Tears. That's a pretty garbage spell. Ball Lightning? Yeah, let's get Ball Lightning. Force Missiles! Okay, where is this person we're supposed to find who has the command word? Maybe it's her. Hello? Who are you? Oh, the three Thokla trying to kill an Abashi. Oh, I know something they don't. Abashi can only be hurt by magic. How do you know that? Oh, my husband's very high up in the harmonium. Okay, good for you. Hello. You trying to see if you can help me with these scars? Price. I signed a contract with a creature. I'm no longer able to fulfill that contract. However, the creature will not release me from the contract. It has threatened me death. Alright. What kind of creature are we talking about? Oh, an Abashi named Grosik. What were you contracted to do? Cannot say. Alright, sure, let's do
Updated my
it.
journal.
Why not? Beyond the siege tower. Damn thing just appeared one day. Hello? She cannot understand your speech. She says she's dying. What's she dying of? Her name is Anazi. She used to work in the meat curing house. She was abandoned, evicted from her home, and left for dead. Speech pains her, and her illness has crippled much of her mind. And she will not recover. I can put her out of her misery, that is all. As a Zerth of the people, it is my responsibility to provide an alternative. Okay, then be merciful, Dakon. Dakon draws his blade and waits for the woman to prepare herself. His blade is a blur, and when he has completed the stroke, she lies bleeding on the stone of the street.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Just want to see what she had. You have a name. Will you help me?
I'll take him. I'll take him.
We needed the services of a mercenary. I'm sold into slavery for a crime I did not commit. Oh boy. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Loan documents. Yada yada yada. Need someone to find the missing document. Alright. Okay, sure.
Updated my
If I
journal.
happen to find it. Lenny. Where can I find Lenny and Byron? Okay. If I happen to see them.
Get your slave over here! Two for the price of one!
But I really gotta find this person who's supposed to tell me the goddamn command word. Maybe it's in my journal. Maybe that's why I keep updating it. Namel, okay. That's who we're looking for. Oh, I bet I know where she is. Oh, I gotta go down here.
Come on, we got a special on slaves! Use them for whatever you
I'm
will!
only armed to
They're
the
right
shoulder.
over here. Step right up!
Yeah, check it out. Big old siege tower just hanging out in the middle of the city. For no reason. Alright. Clerk's Ward. We also should go back to Ragpicker Square and check on Farrod. Sir, might I have a word? 1,000 pardons, sir. I'm looking for a certain man. I think you might be able to help me. I have a messenger, sir, who seeks a man it said cannot die. A scarred man for whom death is nothing but the most trivial of annoyances. You match the admittedly vague description I was given, sir. I wonder if you were he. Yeah, it's me. A message for you, sir. Mistress Jolmy of the House Sirma, a lady of high standing, has sent me. Mistress Jolmy would meet you in the Civic Fest Hall, where she would make a proposal, of which I know nothing, to you. Should you choose to seek her out, she wears green silks trimmed with gold and has hair the color of blue steel. That's the extent of my message, sir. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Civic Fest Hall is in the northeastern corner. Alright. So, if I recall, I believe Namel is in here, in the brothel of slating intellectual lusts. What a name. Hello, Fall from Grace. Greetings.
Well met, traveler. How may I help you?
Hey, it's Jennifer Hale.
Updated my journal.
You are new decision. Yep. What kind of brothel is this? I established this brothel to give those lustful fevers that strike the mind more avenues of expression rather than simply carnal. So this is a brothel where there's no intercourse. Only of the psychological nature. So, remember the sensates. Factual leads one to experience as much of the multiverse as possible. To stimulate the mind, to heighten one's awareness of themselves and others, and create new ways. This place is nothing but therapists. More about the sensates. I see. Oh, we'll ask her more later. We're looking for someone specific right now. Nope, not her. Not her. Also not her. Not her either. Not in there. Not her. Jesus. Not there. Not there. Okay, so maybe she's not here. Yeah, it looks like I was wrong and she's actually not here. It's the next one over. Is it actually? Is she actually in the Hall of Sensation? This is the clerk's ward, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe she's just hanging around somewhere.
Beautiful clothes, let me have at him.
I'm gonna find this there she is. Greetings. Mel turned to face the scarred dour stranger. She asked what he wished of her. I was told, you know, the command word. She's narrating her own thing. Namel took it from the stranger, turning in her hands. Perhaps, yes, she remembered now, whispering into his ear as she did.
Updated my journal.
You realize you know the word. Jesus fucking Christ. Nildenosage. Though you're certain the woman never whispered to you, but merely said she did. Okay. Now we can go and praise Zorg. Now that we have the power of water, we can now invoke the power of fire. I think it's here. No, it's here. Listen, it doesn't matter how it's pronounced because was Jason Eldon a developer in this game? I don't know who that is. Oh, that's what it spells backwards. Alright, listen. It doesn't matter because we don't actually have to remember it. Wonder if this decanter of endless water would do something. Tilt the decanter over the grill and begin to pour. A small stream of ice-blue water pours from the decanter and touches the flames of the grill with a violent hissing, a rush of steam. As if in response to this challenge, the decanter seems to lunge forward, falling onto the grill and shattering. Hissing billows of steam and a furious crackling noise rush from the grill, spilling over you and forcing you to cover your ears and turn away. There is a scream, a cackling, a terrible sound like 100 buildings burning, people screaming, their screams being cut short by the roar of flame melting flesh. Cover your ears, block out the sound. As you put your hands over your ears to block out the sound, you feel a stickiness on your hands like hot cheese or candle wax. Your ears are bleeding from the sound. You draw your hands back and see them covered with chunks of melted flesh filled with bloody swirls. Run. Praise Zorg and run. You're about to run for the bar, and suddenly all falls silent, except for a jagged crackling coming from the grill. Turn. On the grill lies the decanter, now nothing but shards and steam. Above it is the creature, flames still trailing from its body, floating over the bar's floor. It is staring at you, its eyes flickering like two torches. I know you.
Yes.
Its voice crackles, burns, roars to the creature's chest. With every word, flakes of cinder and ash spit from its mouth and drift into the air. You can barely stand to look at the thing. The blazing radiance surrounding it is terrible to behold. Ignis.
Yes, long have I slept, dreams of flames. I am yours, till death comes for us both.
Oh boy. Well. As you approach the woman to talk to her, Ignis' eyes flare up, and before you can stop him, he embraces her. She returns his embrace, losing herself in his flames. She does not cry out. Oh, okay. Alright. Goodbye. So there's Ignis. He's on fire all the time. He knows all these fire spells. Do you want to learn some fire magic?
Yes.
Oh, the woman there who said that she was Ignis's love, and she just All right, Ignis. Can you teach me any of your powers? Ignis once knew much, no longer. Ignis burns, means suffering. Ignis learns. Suffer. Learn. I'm willing to suffer for knowledge. As you're about to speak the words, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull. You are suddenly struck with certainty that the knowledge Ignis has to teach may permanently scar you. Alright. Suffer. Burn. Pieces of self are burned away. Ignis may still teach much. Teach me, Ignis. Where flames once burned, one may send them again. Before you can react, Ignis's claw lashes out and clutches your finger, and with a greedy hiss, he burns it. Through the searing pain, you close your eyes and scream. You force your eyes open to see the burning mass of your hand from where Ignis touched it. He floats above, uncaring, cradling your finger, then snaps the tip off. Cinders and ash. He flicks the charred remains of your finger back to you.
Updated my journal.
That's definitely Ignis. To learn, one must suffer. Let's learn more. Alright, teach me. Ignis's claws lash out and clutch your left hand, and with a mad cackle and a greedy hiss, he burns it. You see the burning mass of your hand from where Ignis touched it. Only a blackened stump remains, twitching, blood steaming from it. Give me back my hand, Ignis. Ignis ignores you. You watch as flames from his hands encircle your hand like a wreath, slowly burning the last remains of flesh from it. You notice the flesh of your severed hand is reknitting itself, slowly, painfully. It looks like it's regrowing. What did you do?
Updated my journal.
Teachings. To learn, one must suffer. More. No more. Pieces of self are burned away. Ignis. Adds no more of sharing will Ignis teach. Look, what about my eyeball? Ignis lashes out again, his finger like a spear. But he doesn't strike for the eye you can remove, he instead impales your other eye. They seem to eat into your skull. The hiss of burning flesh fills your nostrils and smoke clouds your vision.
I feel stronger.
You force your eyes open, yet only one eye opens. You can barely make out Ignis hovering in the air, his hands cupping a small orb of flame. As you watch, his hands cover the eye, and you feel a second burning pain in your socket. And suddenly, even through the searing pain, you can see correctly again. In his hands, you see the ruined mass of your eyeball, yet your eye is still in its socket.
Updated my journal.
Alright. Let's do... How about these intestines? Remember the intestines? Ignis swoops up the intestines. He strings it between his hands like rope. You watch the intestines steam as he holds them, turning black, and you feel a slow burning pain in your abdomen. Ignis strings out the intestines, handspan by handspan, and as he lets each length fall from his grasp, it starts rotating around him like a spiral, snaking in a slow pattern. Wow. The burning in your abdomen makes you wince, but it's nothing compared to the pain you felt when Ignis charred the other portions of your body. Much power in an immortal's organs.
Updated my journal.
So,
I feel stronger.
A bunch of burned body parts. What do you think we do with these? What is it you think we do with these? If you guessed, stick them back on, you're correct. It was but a touch from Ignis, but it was enough to leave lingering blackened scars on your hand. You notice your flesh has healed slowly and poorly from the wound. If Ignis were to attack you with a rage, he might be able to muster enough heat and flames that recovering would be difficult, perhaps even destroy you. To invoke its power, you must slice off your finger, place the stump there, and let the flesh heal over it. When this occurs, the traces of Ignis that remain on the finger will kindle a small portion of knowledge within you. Alright, let's do it. You learned a spell. This is your charred hand. The bones have been fused together so the bones do not fall apart. Alright, same. Slice off your hand, place the skeletal hand there, and let the flesh heal over it. It's like the fucking, what do you call it? The hand of Vecna. Ignis's eye. Same. Crush, oh no, different. Crush the blackened eyeball between both your hands and take the ashes and touch them to each eyelid. Okay. And last but not least, the guts. To invoke its power, you must slice open your abdomen, replace the innards, then let the flesh heal over the wound. Okay. Yeah, it's just something we do. Don't worry about it. Look, Whacker, you wanted to praise Zorg. This is how we praise Zorg. Now we've learned a bunch of fire spells. Aren't you happy? Isn't this what you wanted? This is definitely how we praise Zorg. Look, we even learned Infernal Orb. That's a good Zorg praising spell. Are you not entertained? Yes, yeah, AK gets it. And we have a friend. See? He just kind of floats like that. Look at that good Zorg boy. Yeah. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to the buried village. We're gonna check on Farod. And then we're gonna go into the catacombs and we're gonna fuck around with the... what do you call him? The hive mind. See if we can't find ourselves an interesting skull for the man. I guess more wisdom. Always imagined Ignis was on a string like a balloon. Yep. Yeah, I like it. That's good. Whee! Oh. Look. He's dead. That's troubling. Sphere. Crutch. Farod's crutch. Something about this crutch makes you wonder. Considering Farod's scavenging nature, the crutch may have had some value beyond its service appearance for him. Okay. So,
Aye.
Anna.
What is it you want then?
When Farod went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished and came back, but he never left Illwind Court. There's a stash somewhere. plan to bomb him? No, no cause to do such a thing. Farod's done me no harm. Well... Or... I mean, honestly... Honestly, yeah. Fuck it. Where would he keep it? He's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needed it. He wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his. Aye, but only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame, though he puts on a fair show about being weak in the leg. So the crutch of his could be a portal key. There's a thought. Also, let's maybe ask her about the fact that her dad's dead.
What is it you want then?
Do you know how Farod died? No. Listen, if you want to stay here... I wonder what I do if I got a pen in the dead book. Oh well, it's probably on someone's wall in the hells. He let me real die. He was gritty, he was stupid, he was selfish, and he was weak. And now he's dead, and that's all. Wow. Okay. The archway begins to shimmer faintly. Tap. Farod's stash. This is a rather large area. Sadly, despite being Farod's stash of valuables and tribute, there's actually not a whole lot here. This is Sigil. There are many places I could refer to. Yeah, exactly. You don't know the half of it. There's a saying in Sigil, if the equivalent of, like, you know, Hell if I know, or something to that effect, to indicate you don't know something, is to respond to a question by saying it's a demi-plane. That's apparently a thing in Planes Can't. I learned that just the other day. Cheese! So yeah, that's basically all that's here. Oh no, wait, there might be something else. Might be like one more thing. I think there's an eyeball. I vaguely recall there being an eyeball. I mean, jars of embalming fluid are always welcome. A lot of books. Farod doesn't strike me as the reading type. I mean, especially not now that he's dead. Segmented earring. Stinger earring. Oh, cool. You could have that. Because rogues don't like getting attacked. There it is. Glass eye. Angleless eye. Oh, that's not as good as I thought it was. +1 armor versus missile, -1 armor versus crushing attacks. Thaco +1. Okay, that's actually pretty good. There. We got an eye now. An eye for an eye. I think that's all there is. Remember, thieves can't, but Druidic just chooses not to. Dun 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 dun. Let's say we go bother that hive mind. Gotta get Mort back. It's a rat! And now it's dead. A lot of skulls. Did he just throw a flaming bowling ball? Yes. Chad, yes. Corpse of a man with a surprised look on his face. It's hard to tell how he died, whether from numerous horrific slashing wounds or from blood loss when his right arm was nearly severed. Who are you? Tell me, Cutter, am I still in the catacombs? Yes. Figures. Do them a good turn and they'll do nothing for you. Oh, hello. Alright, it's time to pray Zorg. Yeah, like I said, Elysium's Tears is not a very good spell. Wee woo, wee woo, yeah. Let's reshuffle some things here. Maybe the hive mind is in here. Nope, doesn't look like a hive mind to me. Oh, hello. Nice knife. This is not going well.
In my cell has been disrupted.
Excuse me one sec, guys. Okay, sorry, back. More magic missile. Hey, did anyone else corpse fly charms? Oh, yes. Okay, that is a good spell for area effects control, so we're just gonna cast bees. There we go, cast bees. Ignis' Terror. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now we're praising Sword. Die. Oh, somebody else playing Planescape? I know nothing about that. Might be wise to rest after this.
That cannot
Fucking Gargoyles. Alright, there we go. You happy, Whacker? We did some praising of Zorg. Praise be. seriously, there was once a time in D&D where they had alignment languages, which meant any lawful, neutral, or other alignment being could speak a special language any character of the exact same alignment could understand. It was impossible to teach. If you ever changed alignment, you instantly forgot your old alignment language and learned the one for being your new alignment. It's as dumb as it sounds, it was quickly dropped. Yeah, it does sound kind of dumb. That sounds like a Planescape thing. That sounds like a kind of thing that Planescape would do. Just gonna have a rest in the Dead Nations. Visit our friends, the Skeletons. Rested for 1 day and 8 hours. So we took 2 days off. We just took 2 days to hang out in the Dead Nations. It's a good thing there's nothing that's on like a timer in this game, because otherwise... Alright, where is that hive mind? Oh, hey, here we go. We're getting closer. Oh, this is rat.
This thing will not burn.
Trenches Valley.
Looks like we're in the right place. Yeah, the weird thing I always found about Baldur's Gate was like, you were always kind of like resting after every fight because you'd like blow all your good spells and all your like limited use abilities. But it also kind of seemed like the game was balanced, assuming you would do that. Oh, here we go. You are staggered by the sound of hundreds of voices speaking as one into your mind. Speak your purpose here, biped, and speak swiftly and true. You are in the halls of many as one. You will not leave but by our grace. Know that we can read your mind and smell your lies. What is this place? We are the eyes in the dark places. We are the many who think as one. We do not answer your questions. You will answer ours. What are you doing in this place so far from the lighted corridors of humankind? It's a collection of brain vermin. We'd best be gone as soon as possible. They'll crush your mind. I've seen 10 to 20 of them lay ambushes for drunks, sabotage a building, and I even heard rumor they can cast spells when there's lots of them. We command those with you to silence. You are in the warrens of thought. Many as one reigns supreme. Speak your mind and remember we can hear your lies. What do you want in the lightness tunnels? Well... we have some options here. Do you want to fuck with the hive mind? Should we fuck with the hive mind a little? If you can read my mind, why do I have to speak my purpose? We can read your mind, biped. Do not test us. Alright, no. I'm thinking a name. Tell me what it is. Think. House of Vermin and Disease Control. There was a pause, and then... The Silent King sent you. You can't read my mind. Why not? The voices sound scared. Your mind may be walled to us, but you can die like any other creature. But why can't you read my mind? We do not know. This makes you dangerous to us. Threat, danger, assassin, invisible. Then perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. Explain. You know what I mean. I have skills you can use. You have powers that can help me. Such bargains have a price. Such bargains require trust. We do not trust you, biped. How could I convince you? Prove yourself worthy of trust. Go to the halls of the walking dead. Kill the Silent King. Kill him. But... Should we tell them? Should we tell them? Those of you who were not here last time may not recall. The Silent King, the king of the Walking Dead, he's dead. That's why he's silent. He's gone. They asked us not to tell the rest of the dead nations. But they didn't say anything about many as one. We're going to lose sound for a second as I alt tab. Let's do a poll. Alright, pull up. Do we tell the rats or not? 1 minute to decide. That's a good idea. See what they'll offer in exchange. We have much to offer. Safe passage, the lives of your friends. That's motivation? You'll have to offer something more. Secrets, wealth, magic. The dead within these tombs had much with them when they died. Okay, now we're talking.
Updated my journal.
The Silent King is merely a dead skeleton. He has no power. Consider the dead to be dead. Their impotent king can no longer stand in our way. You have shown yourself useful. For this information, we break down the barrier of your mind and reveal you to yourself. Prepare for revelation. Alright, let's get revealed.
Updated my journal.
You feel a pressure building in your head as if thousands of tiny, squirming bodies were pushing against a wall in your mind. Instinctively you resist, but after an eternity, the pressure grows too great and a wave of black memory crashes through your defenses. You are sprinting through a city made entirely of chains, buildings, streets, sewers, and plumbing, all linked metal strands. The blood-dark sky above you shimmers evilly as you jingle your way across a tightly woven web of blackened silver. You glance over your shoulder, hoping you've thrown off your pursuit, and spy nothing. You face forward. And standing silently in front of you is a creature wrapped in chains head to toe, grinning maniacally under its mask. A chain dances from its outstretched hand, coming for your throat. You stop it in its tracks with a wave of fire that turns it to slag and sends its owner melting, screaming, burning into the night. You stare after it for a moment, then hear the crowd of its fellows tittering behind you. They cast a jangling web of chains across your body and all goes black. You have had your answers. The massive voice seems strained. Our business has concluded. We have no further contact. If you return here, we will destroy you.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
Okay. That's, okay. Let's leave. Let's leave. That was cool. I don't want to fight many as one. I honestly am not sure how that would go, and I don't have very many crowd control spells. You feel your XP meter swell. Yes. Let's go check on the dead nations and see if everybody's, like, dead now. I mean, they were before. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because I'll betcha, the skull of the Silent King might be to Lothar's liking. Hey, there's I bet we can provoke a costume to fight, I guess. Maybe not. Okay, so I happen to know the skull of the Silent King is in fact one of the skulls you can give to Lothar. So let's do another poll. Alright, so do we take the Silent King's skull and aggro everybody in here, and then I guess just run? Or do we go find one of the other skulls we can give him? God damn it, AK. What? Invalidate this poll. Why? Okay, other options. There are other skulls we could try and find. We have to bring a skull to Lothar that is interesting. There are other interesting characters. What about the maze guy? The maze guy? I don't think there's a skull in the maze. We can go to the maze later, though. Let's see. Let me see. Because here's a little thing about Soigo. He's secretly a were-rat. I met a skeleton in the hallway. It seems to be on the brink of seeking the true death. Oh, I'll go speak with him now. Yeah, you go do that. You go do that, buddy. details his attack by a were-rat, eventual regression to lycanthropy, and flight from the mortuary after unwittingly slaying and devouring a friend. He came upon the warrens of thought and agreed to serve many as one. He is here in the dead nations to spy on the undead, who he hopes one day will control this part of the catacombs.
Updated my journal.
So we go. A dustman and a were-rat who is spying on the dead nations for many as one. That sounds like an interesting character. If we tell Hagram, the skeleton general, that Soyo is a spy, they will kill him, and we can take his skull. Do you want to do that? There are other characters still we could check out. Tell Hagrid. Tell him what? He already knows I'm a wizard, Hagrid. Let's invoke democracy once again. Alright, new poll. Can you gather all the skulls for the sake of flexing? You can. You can gather all the skulls. You can only give one of them to Lothar, but you for sure can collect them all. Hey, Dags.
What's the holdup?
I don't want to mock Lothar. Let me tell you something. There are a small number of characters, and by small I think the number is 3, whom if you fight them and you die, you're dead for good. That's game over. Lothar is one of those characters. Lothar is one of the small number of people in all the planes who has the power to permanently kill the Nameless One. He is... You don't want to fuck with him. He is way above our... He's way out of our weight class. Now, where is Hargrim? Because it seems like the overwhelming vote is fuck that guy. Where the fuck is he? He is what we like to call a dickweed, yes. Where the fuck is he? He tends to wander a bit, which is annoying. Does your computer explode if he kills you? No. No, but normally if you die, you just kind of wake up, because the Nameless One can't die. Did you know that Soigo is a cranium rat spy? There's proof in his journal.
Updated my journal.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
So the Dead Truce is a thing. The Dustman faction have this thing called the Dead Truce, which means the undead cannot harm them unless they attack first. They ignore the Dustman. Because the Dustmen are supposed to tend to the dead. Alright, so there we go. Now he's dead. Now we can take his skull. Hey, check it out. His skull used to be attached to Sogo's body before his unfortunate accident. Ooh, more fun D&D facts. Despite it being a meme in 3.0 that bards were super weak, they were the original prestige class. True. Requiring the highest stat prerequisite of any AD&D class, it required 5 fighter levels, 2 rogue, that was called thief back then, and a level of druid before you're allowed to become a bard. Paladin was also a prestige class, wasn't it? Stat requirements for classes is such a big thing. It's smart to move away from that. Because why wouldn't you just keep rerolling stats till you get the stat spread that you want for the class you want to play, right? Right? Oh, did I just play myself? Is the portal not actually here? Yeah, I guess the portal's not here because we never activated from the other side. Durr. Forgot you had to activate it from the other side. The portal was in our hearts the whole time. Alright, we're gonna have to go through like 7 different screens to get Mort back. Flippin' bards. Is that a bard with proficiency in acrobatics? Heyo. One D&D homebrew guy rolled all 18s for stats and 100 for strength. He naturally chose Paladin. Toll? 50 coins? Alright, fine. Fine. Take your goddamn 50 coins. Do we want to fuck with them? Do we want to fuck with them? Let's fuck with them. Here, it's all yours. And pin his arm. Oh. Alright, 200. 200 coins to get through. Alright, here you go. Yeah, whatever. Fucking asshole. $200 fucking coins. Whatever, we got loot we can sell. The vendor sells your finger here? Really? Where? Because I want to buy that. I have a thing about buying body parts that used to be mine. That's what we do in this game. This guy, Quint? He sells your finger? I don't see a finger. Are you sure? Oh, you find it in a corpse. I mean, if you can remember where it is, I'll go for it. Hey, these are enchanted punch daggers. Ooh, +1 luck. Hell yeah. Alright, AK, if you can find me where this finger is. Oh, the biting ring. Yeah, no, that's... I missed my opportunity with that. I let him eat the finger. Also, it's not that good of a ring anyway. It's just like a +1. We did do the whole side quest with Mebeth, though. Isn't she a nice old lady? I think she's nice. Listen, over a long enough timeline, the probability of getting any given stat distribution approaches 1. Let's visit old Mebeth and see if she has any new spells. Hello, Mebeth. Pacify? That's a new one. Horror. And nothing exciting. Remove curse, I guess. I'll just have one to have it on hand in case we ever need it. What am I talking about? Why did we possibly need? Alright, now, out of Ragpicker Square. Back to the upper, to the lower ward. Alright, you. Where are you? Seriously, where is he? Maybe he's upstairs. There he is. I have the skull of Soyo, the Wererat Dustman Missionary. A Dustman Missionary and spy. This will be satisfactory. Your friend's waiting above ground, where you came in. Have your answers from me. Why am I immortal?
Updated my journal.
Your mortality, your soul, if you will, which allows you to live and die, is gone from you. It was stripped from you by magical means, by the night hag Ravel Puzzlewell. Your mortality is the key to your existence. When you find it, you will find your answers. Ravel Puzzlewell is an enigma, even among the night hags. Some would call her barmy. Others say she plays a deeper game than any can see through. She is evil through and through, making the fiends you'll see in the area seem positively divine compared to her. She's out of the reach of men now, thank the powers, for she was mazed by the Lady of Pain. Mazes are like pocket dimensions, small places between places. To reach one, you need to find a portal and a key. I do not know where the door or the key are. Perhaps you should seek some of your old acquaintances. You have certainly left a trail of them behind. They will find you, no doubt. Pray they mean you well. Perhaps you should visit the Civic Fest Hall. They may have answers there.
Updated my journal.
She was a maker of toys and puzzles, a solver of problems that didn't need solving. She decided that Sigil, the cage, was the largest puzzle box of all, and set herself to undo it, to let in the armies of fiends at her disposal, no doubt, upset the balance of the city, and turn the entire burg into a charnel house. Pray to any power you hold dear with thanks that she did not succeed. Okay, there we go. We just got a big ol' lore dump. Ravel stole my mortality. Why? I don't know. I guess she'll tell us when we find her. Hey, it's Mort.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! What do you know about the Night Hag, Ravel? Wow, she's a Night Hag. She was definitely balmy enough to make you immortal of all people. I mean, she could have chosen me. Still, anyone addled enough to lock blades that Lady of Pain isn't somebody we really want to find. You know, read what's tattooed on my back again. Oh, come on, Chief, don't tell me you forgot again. No. I think I want to hear all of it this time. Alright, I know you've been drinking... They feel like you've been drinking a few cakes of Styx wash. You did send to yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that will shed some light in the dark of the matter. Pharaoh can fill you in on the rest of the chant. He's not in the dead book already. Keep going. I will. Okay, don't lose the journal. We'll be up to Styx again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are and what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal. Find Pharaoh. Yeah? What does it say after that? What are you talking about, Chief? There isn't any more. What about don't trust the skull?
Updated my journal.
Oh, that bit at the end? Well, I figured it was washed, so I didn't read that line out loud. Oh, really? Who do you think it means? Do you think it refers to you? I doubt it. I mean, you can trust me, right, Chief? Are you lying to me, Mort? Oh, come on, what's your problem, Chief? I haven't steered you wrong yet. Yet. I like the fact that you didn't read me that line. I'd like to know what else you've been neglected to mention since we've been traveling together. Nothing. I've told you everything. Well, almost everything, but nothing, dangerous. If there's anything else, I suggest you tell me now. Chief, seriously, there's nothing else. I wouldn't hold out on you. Alright, I hope not. Let's go.
What is your will?
I wonder if Dakon can tell us No, not yet. He won't tell us that yet. I bet you Ignis can tell us something.
Yes.
Ignis, what happened to make you this way? This way. This way Ignis always was. Still Ignis. Always Ignis. Okay, well that's enough for... Ignis might you be. Sparks in bodies always seeking to rise. All things burn inside, only need to be kindled with flames to become Ignis. So might you have been Ignis. Actually, you end up trying to kindle the flames within people, you usually end up killing them. So everyone has the potential to become like you with the right spark? Yes. Alright. You and I may speak more later. So, here's a little fun thing we can do. I just remember where it is. Actually, maybe this will trigger the fast travel thing if I go over here. There is a curiosity store that has some cool stuff in it.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
What? No, just... no.
This ward's usually just home to a bunch of scribes, but this section's got the fest hall in it, so it's a little more lively.
Lost control of my cursor there. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, it's alt tab for a sec there. Oh wait, this is a mime. This man's face has been painted white. says something that you can't hear him. His hands are pressed up against an invisible wall. What's that? I can't hear you. He hangs his head, sighs, and steps back a bit, pulling on a rope, walking downstairs. You reach out to touch the man, but your hand is stayed by some unseen force. The performance artist appears to be trapped in an invisible cage. Hello? You're the scarred man who's been going around asking all the questions. You sure look lost. What is this place? Weapons, charms, other specialty items are for sale here. Show me the weapons and charms. So yeah, so she sells a bunch of really cool, really powerful items. Yes. Show me the exotic items. We're obviously going to need most of these eventually. 66 coppers. Let me see the other things. Front of the store. There's a particular one I'm looking for. Tattered ragdoll. The years have not been kind to this tattered tiny ragdoll. It is coming apart at the seams. It looks as though... Oh yeah, no, I know you can recruit Fall from Grace. We'll get to that. Obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. This was found in a well-trapped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It was part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical texts, though I don't know what it's for. If you'd like it, it's only 99 coppers. I'll take it. A wise choice. Let's see what else we can get for cheap. Fiend's Tongue. Yep, I'll need that later. Chocolate Quasit. Imported from the lower plains. Prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. Hey, it's a real Quasit. Polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. Yum. Gorgon Salve. Traded this with some sword-slinging prime worlder. Perseus, I think was his name. Smeared on the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. Gimme. Diva's Tears. Small bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. I think that's useful for something. Alright, what else we got? Probably want that baby oil for your portal. Rune-covered ale stein. Oh, yeah. An ale mug of unusual manufacture which keeps its contents, usually beer, icy cold. 299 copper commons, and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of ice. I'll take it. Elixir of Horrific Separation. Compounded by a scholar who'd found she possessed a darker half. The potion was to split the darker half away from her, creating two separate beings. Mercy Killers, however, found an executor for a string of depraved murders before she could use it. I'll take it. What is baby oil? You're interested? It's the real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into making the stuff. No thanks. Codex of the Inconceivable. Oh, we can't afford it. We'll have to come back for that later. Yevra's Ring. Yevra's Ring of Almost Invisibility. It makes the wearer invisible. Well, almost. 349 coppers. Done. Stained lens. A small geared protrusion makes it look as if the lens is attached to some sort of clockwork machine. No, I don't need that. Metallic cube. 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, and 18 points of articulation. 1,500 copper commons. Can't afford that. Monster jug. It's a jug. It's got a monster in it. No thanks. Alright, so we got some stuff. Let's spread the stuff around a bit. +1 to armor class. Sometimes, for brief periods, the wearer becomes really, really close to being invisible, which is often disconcerting to an attacker. There, improves AC. We'll keep that, we'll keep that. Hand some of these off. Gotta make room for reasons. Alright. Lady of Pain Ragdoll. Check this out. Oh, you're a cute little Lady of Pain, aren't you? Aren't you? Oh, great Lady of Pain, Goddess of Sigil, hear my plea for aid and help me in my hour of need. Oh, a shadow.
I'm working on this thing.
What do you mean she can hear me? Nothing's gonna happen. Look, see, I'll show you. Nothing's gonna happen, okay? Look. Great Lady of Pain, hear my plea for aid. You feel a strange crawling sensation in the back of your skull. With it comes a premonition that saying those words will place you in terrible danger. Fuck it. YOLO. YOLO. See? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Look, see, I'll even do it again. See? Nothing happens. What are you worried about? You very much do not only live once in this game. Correct. You guys are cool. We can't get in yet, though. Let's bug the statue some more. There's no particular reason I'm doing this. It's just funny.
Step right up, boys and girls, young and old, buy your piece of human flesh right
Vault of the
here.
Ninth World. No, not that Ninth World. Maybe it is. I don't know. No, I want to talk to the guy who's right there. There we go. What is this place? A warehouse for the lower ward and all the sentience of Sigil. When one world just isn't big enough. Okay. I'd like to store something. I'm sorry, we seem to be full up at the moment. Well, only we ran out of space and there's something a little fishy going on around here. I don't really know what. The gist of the matter is this. We don't really accept items for storage anymore. Is this place really as big as a world? No, it's just a marketing exaggeration. There's a lot of space here, but not that much. Okay. Wait, hold on. Maybe. I'd like to claim something. Ah, large bag of coins. You need to fill out one thing from you. How much was in it? Somehow this guess feels right. 1,123 coins. There you go. Oh, interesting. Must have deposited that bag in a previous life. Alright, well, on our way. Oh my god, we're being raided. Hey, Frag. Frag and peeps. Hope you're in for Torment. Yeah. Should be winding down soon, though. There's this one... something I'm trying to get to happen. This stream is rather plain escape. I am interested in becoming a disciple of Eoskar. Alright, I'm now a disciple of Eoskar. Hell yeah. Take that, Lady of Pain. I thumb my nose at you. What you gonna do, Lady of Pain? Huh? Nothing, that's right. Oscar, yes. Oh. Uh-oh. I might have made a mistake.
What am I doing here?
Well. Guys, I think I angered the Lady of Pain. Yes, yes, we are finding out. I fucked around. And now we found out. And that's where we're gonna leave it for this week. There we are. Thanks for coming to hang out for Torment Tuesday. Have fun for all eternity. Yep. Yep. We got mazed. We got mazed. It's fine. We'll just spend the rest of the game in the maze, I guess. Yeah. See you guys next time.